Guys, something is in front of the camera. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another travel vlog. We are in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, in America, and it's horrible weather. It's raining, it's windy, but I will show you what you can do here in 24 hours in a rainy day. I will link below the trips from New York City, Miami, and Washington DC, which we did. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit a thumbs up, and have fun watching. We were traveling to Philadelphia from New York City. We did this little road trip, and I would like to say at the very beginning of this video that I would normally didn't go to Philadelphia. Even my friends told me, you know, Philadelphia is a little sketchy, there is nothing to see, but we were already going through it to Washington DC, so we wanted to see ourselves. Yeah, we stopped first at our hotel. I must say that this was worst and most expensive hotel we stayed in our 3 weeks in America. It was old, it felt dirty, even the bed wasn't dirty. It just, you know, you have this feeling like you don't feel comfortable there. And I must say, maybe because of the weather also, because the weather was really bad. It was cold, it was so windy, it was raining. We didn't feel there very good in Philadelphia, in the city. Here we saw some German pub or restaurant, which we thought is pretty funny. And yeah, we were heading to explore the city, so we can talk a little bit something about the history. Philadelphia is actually the birthplace of the United States, where the founders met, discussed, debated, and formed a new country. Philadelphia is also the country's first World Heritage City. As you can see, this amazing building is Philadelphia City Hall. It is the seat of the municipal government of the city of Philadelphia, and it was built in the ornate Second Empire style. City Hall houses the chambers of the Philadelphia City Council and the offices of the Mayor of Philadelphia. It was actually the tallest building in the world between the years 1894 to 1908. The construction was completed in 1901 with the height of 167 meters, which is 548 feet. The floor area has 59,000 square meters, which is 630,000 square feet. In front of the building, you can see lots of informative boards, as you can see here, about the Philadelphia history, which is pretty interesting. This building is also a courthouse, serving as the seat of the First Judicial District of Pennsylvania. It houses the civil trial and orphans court divisions. It was built using brick, white marble, and limestone. Philadelphia City Hall is the world's largest freestanding masonry building and was the world's tallest habitable building upon its completion in 1894. It was designed as a National History Landmark in 1976. In 2006, it was also named a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark by the American Society of Civil Engineers. Right by the City Hall, you will definitely see the Masonic Temple. It is a historical building. It serves as the headquarters of the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania, free and accepted Masons. The temple features the Masonic Library and Museum of Pennsylvania and receives thousands of visitors every year to view the ornate structure, which includes 7 lodge rooms, where today a number of Philadelphia lodges and the Grand Lodge conduct their meetings. The temple was built between years 1868 and 1873 in Norman architecture style. Philadelphia, or sometimes called Philly, is the 6th most populous city in the United States and the most populous city in the US state of Pennsylvania. The population of the city is around 1,605,000 people, and Philadelphia was also the capital of United States from 1790 to 1800. It was replaced by Washington DC in 1800 after the White House was built. Philadelphia was founded in 1682 by William Penn, an English Quaker and advocate of religious freedom. The city served as the capital of Pennsylvania colony during the British colonial era and went on to play a historic and vital role as the center meeting place for the nation's founding fathers whose plans and actions in Philadelphia ultimately inspired the American Revolution and the national independence following the Revolutionary War. Right now you are looking at the Cathedral Basilica of St. Peter and Paul, head church of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Philadelphia. It was built between 1846 and 1864 and was designed by Napoleon Le Brun. The cathedral is the largest Catholic church in Pennsylvania and it was listed on the U.S. National Register of Historic Places in 1971. The cathedral has been on the site of two papal masses, one celebrated by Pope John Paul II in 1979 and the other by Pope Francis in 2015. The current rector of the cathedral is the Reverend Gerald Dennis Gill and the current Archbishop of Philadelphia is Nelson Joy Perez. We are heading to the Museum of Art right now, which you can actually see right there behind. And in this district you can see lots of museums, institutions, libraries, parks. Parkway Central Library, also known as a free library or Central Library, is the main public library building and administrative headquarters of the Free Library of Philadelphia system. It is the largest library and only research library of 54 library branches in the Free Library system. The library opened it in 1927. 4 stories and the ground floor are open to the public. Just across the street you can see the Franklin Institute. It is a science museum and a center of science education and research. It is named after the American scientist and statesman Benjamin Franklin. It houses the Benjamin Franklin National Memorial. It was founded in 1824. The Franklin Institute is one of the oldest centers of science education and development in the United States. Its chief astronomer is Derek Pitts. And finally we are heading towards the Philadelphia Museum of Art, which is very famous. It was originally characterized in 1876 for the Centennial Exposition in Philadelphia. The main museum building was completed in 1928 on Fairmount, a hill located at the northwest end of the Benjamin Franklin Parkway at Eakins Oval. The Rocky Statue and the Rocky Steps are two of the most popular attractions in Philadelphia. A near constant flow of people arrive daily at the bottom of the stairs at the Philadelphia Museum of Art to snap a picture with the Rocky Statue, originally created for a scene in Rocky III. People say that visiting the statue, running up the steps and taking a picture at the top is a must on any first visit to Philadelphia, so we did that as well. The museum admires collections containing over 240,000 objects, including major holdings of European, American and Asian origin. The various classes of artwork include sculpture, paintings, prints, drawings, photographs, armor and decorative arts. Several special exhibitions are held in the museum every year, including touring exhibitions arranged with the other museums in the United States and abroad. After all day long walking all around, it was very windy, very cold, very rainy. We were feeling like eating a ramen, which we just saw, walking on the streets. So that was a good idea to get some hot meal. It was pretty good. I feel like they were pretty famous in Philadelphia. I'm not sure about that. And then we were walking just, to the hotel through the little streets, and I must say we felt pretty uncomfortable. Even, there were always people around. It was just like 8 p.m. but yeah, we were actually pretty happy to leave the next day, but we gotta see the Old Town and the Liberty Bell, so that's where we are starting off this morning. We are starting off by the famous Independence Hall. It is a historic civic building where both the United States Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were debated and adopted by Americans' founding fathers. The structure forms the centerpiece of the Independence National Historical Park. Independence Hall was named to the National Register of Historic Places in 1966 and as a World Heritage Site in 1979. The building was completed in 1753 and it served as the first capital of both the United States and of the province, and later the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It was the principal meeting place of the Second Continental Congress from 1775 to 1781 and was the site of the Constitutional Convention at which the U.S. Constitution, the longest-standing written and codified national constitution in the world, was ratified on June 1788. The Liberty Bell, previously called the State House Bell or Old State House Bell, is an iconic symbol of American independence. The bell was originally placed in the steeple of the Pennsylvania State House, now renamed Independence Hall. The bell is today located across the street in the Liberty Bell Center in Independence National Historic Park. The bell was commissioned in 1752 by the Pennsylvania Provincial Assembly from the London firm of Lester and Peck. The bell first cracked when rung after its arrival in Philadelphia and was twice recast by local workmen John Pass and John Stowe, whose last names appear on the bell. In its early years, the bell was used to summon lawmakers to legislative sessions and to alert citizens about public meetings and proclamations. Walking through the city, you can definitely see lots of monuments dedicated to the persons which were somehow important to the history. You can also visit different kinds of museums. Carpenters Hall is the official birthplace of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the key meetings place in the early history of the United States. The building was completed in 1775. The two-story brick meeting hall was built for and still privately owned by the Carpenters Company of the City and County of Philadelphia, the country's oldest extant craft guild. The First Continental Congress met here in 1774 and passed and signed the Continental Association. In June 1776, it was where the Pennsylvania Provincial Conference officially declared the province of Pennsylvania's independence from the British Empire and established the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, mobilized the Pennsylvania militia for the American Revolutionary War, set up the machinery for the Pennsylvania Provincial Convention from July to September in 1776, which framed the Pennsylvania Constitution of 1776 and enabled the Declaration of Independence to be written and ultimately adopted. It was briefly occupied in 1776 by the British Army during the war. The last thing which we decided to do is to visit the Reading Terminal Market, and we were walking through these little streets with restaurants, and as you might already know, the Philadelphia cheesesteak is very famous there, and that was our goal to get it for a lunch. Reading Terminal Market is a famous indoor farmers market offering diverse fare, house fairs and area specialties since 1893, and we got there some goodies, some sweets, these cookies which we got. We got actually one to share. It was absolutely delicious. It was so good, very sweet, but to share it, like, it was just wow. And I think we were like walking 3 rounds all around because we actually weren't sure where should we eat. There was this one place which was very busy, offered seating and offered chili cheesesteak, so it was just number one to go to. And I must say, we didn't enjoy the food. I'm not sure if it's just this one or all the cheesesteaks like that, but it wasn't just our vibe, I guess. And yeah guys, that was it from Philly. We are actually on the way to the Baltimore airport and we are flying to Miami, so make sure you come back for those videos. Alright guys, so we are charging our car, so we have like 40 minutes to just chill around, but we are leaving Philadelphia right now and we are actually pretty happy about that. We didn't like it that much. It is really interesting part of the American history there, but I feel like you can really like read about the history rather on the internet, or you know, watch some YouTube videos than actually to go to Philadelphia. And I must say, I didn't feel really comfortable there after sun was down. We didn't even spend there 24 hours, so yeah, the weather was really bad also, so that was the point. But we are now happy to leave to Washington DC, and I feel like this will be a better city to explore. We would normally didn't go to Philadelphia, but we thought, you know, it's already on the way, so we will stop there. But I feel like the city, that it's like really sketchy. I'm not sure if it's just me or us, like from Europe, not used to it, but we met actually right here at the charging station some people, and they were like, oh, you were in Philly, we don't really go there. So I feel like it's also the locals like don't really like the city. We are right now like half an hour from the Philadelphia already, so yeah. Anyway guys, so we also did a New York City trip. I will drop the links in the description. We are driving to DC and then we are actually flying to Miami, so that will be pretty exciting. I will drop the links below, so don't forget to check this out. If you are new here, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.